Greetings. I am Sherri L. Jackson, the Preacher's Coach. I serve and support preachers. I help preachers to preach scriptures in context, thereby avoiding malpractice in the pulpit. And tonight I am blessed to have one of my clients, a private client, Miss Wendy Hammond from Southern California. And we have been working together for 6 weeks in my course, Sermon Preparation Made Easy. Welcome, Wendy, and thank you so much for entrusting this assignment to me. And why don't you tell me a little bit about you and the capacity you serve in your church?
Well, thank you so much, sister, friend, Coach Sherri. I appreciate that opportunity today. I serve as the First Lady of Village Baptist Church in Norwalk, California, where my husband, Dr. Mark Hammond, is the pastor. And it is my pleasure to serve as First Lady, pastor's wife, of course, and to serve as the head of our women's ministry there.
So through this 6 weeks, we have gone from text all the way to the actual sermon. And I know that you didn't call yourself a preacher, but a first lady, and that's okay, because as the head of the women's ministry, you still want to handle the word correctly. You still want to preach or teach in context. It doesn't matter if you're using the mission book, the Sunday school book. You still have to be able to go underneath that text and do what needs to be done. So why don't you tell me how it is that you got in this course and why you thought you needed it and where you were before getting in as opposed to going through the process?
Sure. Thank you so much. Yes, before I got into the class that you've given me, the one-on-one coaching, I had certainly spoken and given speeches and messages before in various venues, of course, at church and our women's ministry. And I've done it just before in life. I've served in different capacities before becoming First Lady, and I've given messages in the church setting in various times and places. At this point in my life, however, I felt as though I needed and I wanted the confidence that comes in just sitting down and finding out how I can put the things that I've studied together into a coherent message. And of course, at this point, as a pastor's wife who has opportunities to speak, of course, it's not just representing Christ, but I'm representing my husband and my church as well. Mm-hmm. So the time that it did.
And so through this 6-week process, where are you now? What do you think, how has this class helped you to overcome those obstacles?
My goodness, from where I started to today, it's been like night and day. I have so much more confidence now that I've completed the course. The confidence came because I was able to be taken step by step. I was taught each step. I was told the how of the step, the what of the step, the why of the step. I was given resources, multiple resources. I had that one-on-one coaching, which was what I really, really valued. And so that by the end of the course, I had the confidence that I wanted when I first signed up for the course in the first place. And I appreciate it.
Well, thank you again for allowing me to help you through this process, to serve and to support you to overcome those obstacles and to stand with confidence. And I would say that you're going to be so powerful when you get up to speak, to preach. The confidence, you're going to be able to speak clearly and coherently. As we say, oftentimes we can get up and we may even shout over a person's message, but we have no idea what they said. And if we don't know what they said, we don't know how to apply it to our lives. And at the end of the day, it is about transforming the lives of those in the pew. It's not just to shout us, but it's to transform our lives. So just a final question. Would you recommend this, Coach Sherri, the preacher's coach, would you recommend this to someone else? And you don't have to be a preacher. And I think that's what that works really well. You do not have to be a preacher in this process.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not one, but for one thing, I believe that a call to serve is a call to prepare. We don't know where life is going to lead us.
Yes.
So this preparation that you offer, this preparation has been invaluable today, and I believe it's going to be invaluable tomorrow. I know that, I teach little children. I teach big children. Everybody needs to hear the gospel. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs to hear the word of God. Everybody needs to have that word broken down in a way that they can understand, because we don't know who the Lord is going to put in front of us, and we don't know what they need to hear. So we need to be able to, the Bible says, how can they believe without a preacher?
That's
so
right.
We can't just say preacher is someone that's, the pastor of the church and he's in the pulpit or she is in the pulpit. That's not our call.
Yeah.
So I thank God for the opportunity, and I thank God for all that you taught me, and I thank God for every person that He puts in front of me that I'll be able to influence for His kingdom. And I hope that I'll make you proud. Now I have to make you proud too. But I thank God for what you present and for being faithful in the call that God has on your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It has been my pleasure, and I look forward to perhaps working with you again. And I pray that this will be the start of something real big for you as God takes you, to higher heights in Him, in the Word. And those women who you come in contact with, they're going to be like, wow, because you're going to be able to connect with them using your voice, using your personality, using your experiences. You don't have to do it like me. The method God gives me a different personality. God gives me a different way of doing, but the method to get at the text remains the same. And it doesn't matter if you're preaching it, singing it, just simply talking it, you cannot get past the context of the scripture. So again, thank you for this time and using this. And hopefully when they ask you where did all this take place, where this transformation take place, you can recommend the preacher's coach to them. Thank you so much.